Clapperboard emoji, PIA, Rise, Glory, Crisis, and Hope. Old aircraft footage, black and white Pakistan independence scenes, vintage airports. In 1947, a new nation was born, Pakistan. A country divided by distance, united by ambition. At a time when roads were scarce and infrastructure fragile. The sky became Pakistan's bridge to the world. But the story began even earlier. In 1946, a small airline called Orient Airways laid the foundation of what would soon become a national symbol of pride. Early aircraft, Karachi Airport, historical photos. In 1955, the government of Pakistan transformed this vision into reality, creating Pakistan International Airlines, known simply as PIA. More than an airline. PIA was a promise. A promise to connect cities, families, economies, and dreams. Pakistan had entered the global aviation arena. Jet aircraft takeoff, pilots, international destinations, glamorous 1960s aviation footage. The 1960s became PIA's golden age. PIA became one of Asia's most innovative airlines. In 1959, it introduced jet aircraft operations, placing Pakistan among aviation pioneers. In 1964, history was made again. PIA became the first non-communist airline to fly into China, opening a new chapter in global diplomacy. The airline expanded across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. PIA didn't just follow aviation standards. It helped define them. Its training programs shaped future global airlines, including emerging Gulf carriers. At its peak, PIA represented elegance, professionalism, and national confidence. Boeing 747 arrival, busy airports, economic development scenes. In 1972, PIA was fully nationalized as Pakistan reshaped its economy. The airline expanded rapidly. Wide-body aircraft like the Boeing 747 enabled long-haul travel to North America and Europe. PIA became a flying ambassador of Pakistan. For millions overseas, the green tail of PIA symbolized home. Modern airports, Gulf airline fleets, financial graphs. But aviation was changing. The 1990s introduced fierce competition. New Middle Eastern airlines rose with modern fleets, aggressive expansion, and powerful investment. PIA struggled to adapt. Operational inefficiencies grew. Financial losses mounted. Political influence complicated corporate decisions. The airline that once led Asia began losing altitude. Visual, news headlines, grounded planes, restructuring meetings. By the early 2000s, restructuring became unavoidable. Fleet modernization efforts introduced Boeing 777 aircraft. Yet financial pressures continued. Then came 2020, a defining crisis. Following concerns over pilot licensing standards, European authorities suspended PIA operations. International trust was shaken. The challenge was no longer survival alone, but credibility. Visual, safety inspections, engineers working, aircraft maintenance. Pakistan responded with sweeping aviation reforms. Safety audits intensified. Compliance systems were strengthened. Operational restructuring began. The government initiated privatization plans, aiming to transform PIA into a competitive, sustainable airline once again. The journey toward recovery had begun. Behind aircraft taking off, hopeful cinematic shots. Today, PIA stands at a crossroads. Behind it lies a legacy of innovation and national pride. Ahead, uncertainty, reform, and opportunity. The story of PIA is more than aviation history. It is the story of a nation learning, struggling, and striving to rise again. Because sometimes, even after turbulence, the journey continues toward clearer skies.